Playa Vista is an area on the LA West Side in an area more commonly known as Silicon Beach, or as we like to call it, the campus, because of all the influx of tech companies that have set up shop there. And I'm going to tell you why it's one of my favorite areas right now. Hey everybody, welcome to Info on the Go, the show where I teach tips, tricks, and give insight into helping you buy, sell, or invest in real estate in Southern California. If that sounds good to you, please hit that subscribe button and make sure you tap that bell so you're notified when I upload future content onto YouTube. Now, Playa Vista is one of the best areas to live in the LA metro area. In fact, companies such as YouTube, Yahoo, Facebook, Microsoft, Belkin, just to name a few, all have offices or headquarters in Playa Vista, making it the West Side address of choice. Now, if you work in tech or media and you're thinking about moving or relocating to Southern California, this is a place that I highly recommend. And I'm going to tell you why near the end of the video, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Now, to get a feel of where PV is located, it's bordered by Marina del Rey to the west, Del Rey on the northwest, Culver City on the north and east, and Westchester on the southeast. Now, most of the area was a wetlands connected to a salt marsh, which later became Marina del Rey, until a very successful businessman by the name of Howard Hughes built the Hughes Aircraft Company on that land. This is where he built the Hughes H-4 Hercules, commonly known as the Spruce Goose, which to this day still is the aircraft with the longest wingspan that has ever flown. Now, there's an aircraft that does have a larger wingspan, but it currently has not taken off yet. So the Spruce Goose still holds that title to this day. Now, by the mid-1990s, those aircraft hangars were converted to Hollywood sound stages, and some of the most famous iconic movie scenes were shot there. Movies such as Transformers, Iron Man, Titanic, and Avatar were all shot in Playa Vista. But in the early 2000s, PV would begin phase one of a huge mixed-use development that would offer shopping, entertainment, dining, and living spaces right in the heart of the community. It's such a great area that people who don't even live there love to bring their children and families over to the Bologna Discovery Park just to walk the nature trails or to go have fun on the playground of the sports park, which I'm guilty of bringing my kids over there. It's a great park. It's fenced in. There's a huge soccer and football field that's right next to it, basketball courts, baseball diamonds, the whole 9 yards. It's where I like to go when I just want to get away from all the craziness that's Inglewood, which is where I live right now. Now, Playa Vista is pretty much an area where you can live, work, and play. It pretty much has everything you would ever need to find in a community. In fact, you probably don't really ever have to leave it. It has a Whole Foods, it has a CVS pharmacy, it has a Cinemark theater. The residents have their own club, they have their own fitness facility. You name it, everything's over there. There's a Cedars-Sinai urgent health care. The list goes on and on. You really don't have to leave it. And for that, I affectionately refer to it often as the compound. But if you really must go and shop at a mall, the Westfield Culver City Mall is literally less than a 5-minute drive heading east on Jefferson Boulevard. One of the best things about living in Playa Vista is Concert Park. It's one of the hubs of activity for the community because in the summer times you can catch concerts, you can go and catch outdoor movies, you can just set up picnics if you want to go have a picnic. It's pretty much where everybody loves to hang out. If you've got school-age children, Playa Vista Elementary School and Anemo Westside Charter Middle School are both within walking distance. For those of you who are looking for higher learning and higher education, Loyola Marymount University, which ranks number 66 in the nation, is right next door just to the south. There's also a lot of great and diverse places to eat. My wife and I loved going to Soul Mexican Cucino. We did kind of have an earthquake when that happened. And in fact, it reminds me, on our first date in Marina del Rey, we went to C&O Cucina and there was an earthquake. So something about these cucinas and cucinos and earthquakes, I don't know. Now, with all of this great stuff, it does come at a premium. You will be hard pressed to find a home in Playa Vista for less than $1 million. Now, you could probably find a condo or a townhome between $850 and $950, maybe, but to live in such a great neighborhood, you're definitely going to pay a price. Now, in addition to your LA County property tax, residents in Playa Vista also pay a Mello-Roos tax. Now, I won't get into the details of what Mello-Roos is, but to sum it up, Mello-Roos are bonds to help pay for the infrastructure of community developments. They usually last anywhere between 25 and 40 years. So if you live in PV, you're going to be paying that Mello-Roos tax. And I believe they have about 11 years left as of December 2020 to pay those bonds off. You're also going to pay a Playa Vista Parks and Landscape HOA, which I believe hovers somewhere around $250. And finally, each individual building has its own HOA. So you'll be expending more money from your paycheck. It's a lot, but you definitely get what you pay for. So that's it. That's my rundown of the compound, which is why I really love it, because you can live, work, and play right there. You never really have to leave it if you don't want to. And again, if you work in tech or media, all the companies are within walking or biking distance. So it's a win-win situation. Now, we're going to see more areas like this pop up around California. There's going to be what I call micro cities. Think of downtown LA as the center of a wheel, and spreading out of the center of that wheel are spokes that represent your transit. Now, connected to each one of those spokes is a city, and then each of those cities will be connected by transit that goes all the way around the hub. So it's another way to cut down on the congestion, but these developments are going to be years down the road from now, but you definitely want to keep your eye out for that. So if you really like Playa Vista, leave me a comment below. Let me know what it is that you like about Playa Vista, and if you're thinking about relocating, I'd love to be your help. But if you want to look at more areas of Silicon Beach, you should check out this video on Culver City right here.